You're live.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's P-Sci. I'm coming back at you with another deck profile. I went to a Worlds event, and I took first place with Altergeist. So, as you guys know, I'm extremely budget, so I don't have all the cards, but somehow I was able to beat everybody, and I'll show you the prizes first, and then I'll go through the deck list. The prize was the Worlds mat, which is, I think, around 80 or 100 bucks. I got one of these dividers. You can use it as a field center. I think that's like 15-ish. And then they gave me this envelope with these two cards. These are like World's prize cards, and they're really shiny, and apparently they're worth $300 each. So I don't know what a budget player is going to do with this garbage, so I'll probably just sell it or hold on to it for a while, let it accrue some value, and then sell it off later. And then also, the best part, I got this, so I can write down life points. Great. All right, so let's get started with the deck profile. It's pretty standard, except I do have some spicy text that I'll talk about. 2 multi-faker. You do run 3, but I only own 2. I recently traded with I only had 1 for the longest time, and I was still doing pretty well with it. But 2 is even better. I did trade my friend Tony for the second one. He's actually recording, which is awesome. Then I had 2 Meloseek. I only had 1 for the longest time, so I wasn't running 1 for 1, but now that I have 2, I do run 1 for 1 to get it out faster, because it is really broken going into Link Karibo and getting a search for your multi-faker. But yeah, like the week before the tournament, I traded with Jose for the second one, so like this deck is really just everybody's deck on my team. Next, I run 2 Marionetter. I wish I could have a third one because this card's amazing, but I only run 2. And then because I need more names, I run 3 Silquicious. I mean, even just normal summoning this with a trap face down like Altergeist Protocol is still good against a lot of decks that you end up facing out there, because you at least get 1 bounce or 1 monster negate, which is really nice. Exactly. Then 2 Kunkri. This is the Battle Fader Gores type of thing, where it'll negate 1 attack, and then you just bounce it and then negate another attack. I was playing it at 3, but then when I got the second multi-faker, I took out the third one for a Kunkri. And that's all of the actual Altergeist monsters I was playing in the main deck. Next is Hand Traps. Valor, because it's cheaper than Impermanence, but unfortunately you can't summon multi-faker off of this, and also you can only activate it during your opponent's main phase, which kind of sucks. But I do have 1 Ghost Ogre now. Mike traded me this, which is really awesome. Shoutouts to Mike. Then I did pull 1 Ash, as you guys saw from my box opening video, where I didn't get the Link monster at all, which sucks. But never buy sealed product ever. Do not buy it. And then that's all the hand traps. Last monster of the deck was a spicy tech, Chocolate Magician Girl. I think I have seen some people earlier on playing this card, but then I see them take it out. This effect actually came up. The first effect, where it's on the field, you can discard a spellcaster for cost and draw a card, is really nice. You can unbrick your hand because you do want to see your spells and traps. And then also, if people are foolish enough to attack this, its effect will special summon a spellcaster from your graveyard and redirect the attack target to that monster and have the attacking monsters attack. So, I mean, like if you have a multi-faker or something like that in graveyard, you just special summon it, have their attack, have them attack your multi-faker. At the same time, you're getting to resolve the effect to special summon from deck as well. So it's just really good. I just needed more draw power because I didn't feel safe playing Desires in this deck because I don't have 3 of all the really good cards, and I don't want to get rid of all of them with the Desires banished. So I do run 2 Potted Dualities, a 1 for 1 to get out Meluseek, and then another spicy tech that I don't see a lot of people running, Spellbook of Knowledge. Basically everything but the Ash and Ghost Ogre are spellcasters, so this is usually live. And a lot of times, I'll just want to summon like a Silquicious, use this, and then hopefully draw into a multi-faker and a trap, and then set it down so I can resolve it on my opponent's turn. But yeah, that's it. 4 spells in the main deck. That's it. Next to the traps, most people only run 2 Protocol, but I need to see this as soon as possible. I don't have a 3rd Marionetter. Or a way to search it, honestly. So 3 Protocol, this negates monster effects. It's insane because you just stop your opponent from doing anything. I love it. Then 2 Manifestation. People usually only play 1 of this and 2 of this, but I need to see this. I only have 2 Multi-Faker, and special summoning it from grave, it happens just as often as special summoning it from hand. Next is the best card in the deck, Protocol. or personal spoofing. If this was Altergeist spoofing, this deck would be tier 0. But basically, you flip it, and then cost is you send any Altergeist card from your hand or field to deck, and then the effect, if it doesn't get ashed, you add any Altergeist monster. So you just add Multifaker and immediately special summon it. It's like a 1.5 card Multifaker, which is awesome. So I get to play 5 Multifaker. And then another card that no one plays, Altergeist Emultif. This actually is the trap monster that prevents targeting of your other Altergeist traps. That effect is garbage, but I mean, I needed a body in my second match, I think, and I summoned Altergeist Emultif, and I just poked because my opponent couldn't put anything on the field because I kept on bouncing it, and I actually won with this for game because it's just hilarious. All right, so that's all the Altergeist traps. Next are the spicy techs. Mind Crush. This card is so good. Every deck searches, so you just set this. They search whatever, and you just send it to grave after that, and you get to see their hand. So this card is absolutely broken. I highly recommend this for any trap deck. Or really, like, you can decide this in going first with, like, whatever. Unless your deck specifically hates traps. It's like a Jinzo deck. Then don't play this. But
yeah, no Galaxy Soldier for me.
Yeah, exactly, yes. My round 2... Were you round 2? My round 3 opponent, who's recording this video, I resolved this on his Galaxy Soldier, I think, twice during our match, which is amazing. So, yeah, main deck those. Next, Torrential Tribute. This is a blowout. I don't run any, like, other board wipes. But, I mean, like... If this gets negated, then it's unfortunate. But, I mean, you get to destroy all monsters on the field. A lot of the Altergeist monsters float, so this means nothing to me. Next, 3 Rivalry of Warlords. This is MVP. This single-handedly beat, like, everything.
This fucking deck is broken.
It is so broken. This card's insane. Like, this might be hit soon because it's so oppressive to the link boards that Konami's trying to push for us to play that I think they might actually hit this sometime soon. If not, like, Multifaker to 1, which won't hurt me at all. But, yeah, Rivalry single-handedly won my my round 4 against the other undefeated Trickstar Sky Strikers because, like, under Rivalry, they can't do anything. I chained Rivalry to... No. I resolved Rivalry after he scapegoated twice in the tournament. Both games. And then the final card is this garbage. I didn't resolve it once, but it was nice to have. I figure if I don't have any monsters on the field, no one's going to expect a Drowning Mirror Force. And also, if they do end up seeing it, then that'll help me out with a card that I run in my side deck that I will show you guys later. All right, so that was the main deck. Next, I'll cover the extra deck real quick. I got 2 Altergeist Hextia. I have seen people play 3, but I mean, I only ever went into 2. I mean, you don't really go into it unless you're trying to kill them, and then by that time, they can't really do anything. Your advantage is just too far ahead. 1 Prime Banshee. That one, I never made it. Kadolga, I actually made this and then attacked my round 2 Lightsworn opponent and special summoned their Honest to my side of the field and then attacked them with it. It was really fun. Next are the non-Altergeist Link monsters. Linkaribo, this is for the combo. I don't have the Clara and Rushka one where if they what's it called? If they rivalry me or something, I can go into that one. I don't own that one. I might play that one if I owned it. But, I mean, it doesn't really come up as much as it would have if I had 3 Meluseek, but I only have 2. So I just run the 1 Linkaribo so I can get to Multifaker. Next are 2 Nightmares. It's just whatever, just to, like, disrupt, like, if I really need to out something. And normally in my decks, like, they're, like, a bunch of rank 4s, but this deck can't make rank 4s at, like, almost at all because I only have 2 Marionetter. So I run these as my, like, toolbox cards. Next, an Akashic that I managed to pull from my Shadows in Valhalla. It never came up. I wouldn't even know when to summon it. Next is Top Logic Bomber Dragon. This also didn't come up at all, but I just threw it in there because it's a link or whatever. And then some Cherries targets. Summon Sorceress. I mean, you could hard summon this, but I mean, what are you going to special from deck? Multifaker won't trigger, and then... I mean, I don't know. I don't see the benefit of actually summoning this on the field. Isolde, this is amazing if you cherries your opponent. I did side in my 1 cherries that I own, unfortunately. I didn't see it, but it happens. Sky Striker Ace Kagari. I mean, apparently that hurts them if they don't have that. Then I've got my 2 targets for what's that card called? Waking the Dragon. So if they banish it or destroy it while it's set on the field, then I get to special summon any monster from my extra deck or main deck, which is insane. Basically, my last game against my round 4 opponent, the Sky Striker Trickstar, he ended up having a Kagari on field, and he, or no, it was a Topologic Trisbania. So I had a Link Zone in the main monster zone. He he banished my Waking the Dragon, and I summoned Ultimate Falcon. And he was trying to out that. He ended up popping my second one, and I had Naturia Exterio. And this was my board when he scooped game 2, round 4. So that was pretty awesome. And then finally, Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. If you ever face a Cyber Dragon player, it's really cool. You can use their Infinity and their Zeger to actually make this. And
yeah, we already auto-lose this deck as it is.
yeah, that's just like icing on the cake. And then finally, side deck, 1 Kaiju. You can bounce it with Altergeist Silquicious. And then also, if you Kaiju whatever monster they have and then rivalry them, they're stuck on Insect, and no one plays Insects. Unless you're bad, I guess. I don't know. Next, I run 1 Ghost Cherries because I only own 1. Well, this is a budget deck, but whatever. And then I finally picked up 3 Cyber Toons. These were regular Cyber Dragons, but I just want that extra consistency. These never went in because I never faced Goki, but I mean, they were there in case I did face Goki. Next, Triple Twin Twisters. In case I run into like Paleo or something like that, where like I just have to get rid of their back row. And then Traps, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. Really good. I only own 2. If I owned 3, I'd probably side in 3. I was maining these, but then there's a lot of decks out there that they don't use spells. Especially like Rogue, and if you're going to a locals, you have to side for what the tournament that you're going to is. So like this side deck might mean nothing to you guys, but I mean this was what I thought was best for my locals. Next, 1 Lost Wind. This was a little, I was playing a few more, but then I last minute decided to take those out for something else. I forgot what it was. I think the Cyber Dragons. This came in clutch. I used this on my Dino opponent, who's holding the camera, and yeah, he just lost. It was amazing.
I cried.
Yeah, Conductor at 1750 attack can't really do anything. Then I run the 2 Waking the Dragons. This card's insane. Just your opponent is going to side back row removal, and then you just automatically side this in every game 2, and every game 2, you just win. Finally, Dark Bribe was the last one. It's just a counter trap that can stop your opponent's like red reboot or whatever, and then they draw a card, and then you keep on playing, and then you win. But yeah, that's the deck. Really quick matchups. First one was Cybers. It was just a guy. He ended up getting me down to 900 life, and I had 73 game 1. So like I didn't start the tournament off very good. I actually ended up coming back from that and doing 7,000 damage before he could do 900. So that was really good. And then I just gamed him really fast. So that was a 2-0. Round 2 was Light Sworns. That was an easy 2-0. He bricked. He did almost nothing. And then we had a friendly afterwards with my Light Sworns, and he saw like what a real Light Sworn deck does. I'm sorry. I love you, dude. Round 3 was Tony. That was the Dino matchup. I'm sorry, Tony.
Auto lose.
Thank you for recording the video, though. And then round 4, that was also a 2-0. So 3 2-0s in a row. And then finally, I 2-0'd Trickstar Sky Striker with like Rivalry of the Warlords. And that's it. Shout-outs to everyone that has practiced with me and played with me. There's just too many people to name. I mean, like Jake, Brian, Tony, Banas, is Jose, Vlad. Not Josh, though. Josh sucks. But, yeah, that's the profile. I hope you guys have a good one. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Sorry, I don't want to hit the wrong thing.